Hello, everyone. This is your friend, Coach Vanda Martin here. And today it's time for you to elevate your mindset by understanding that some things happen. So, this happened to me. It was a beautiful morning, and I just finished doing my wonderful money time when my phone rang. And this lady called me and she was interested in seeing one of my listings. She said, I just drove by this house. I'm interested. My family live close by. And I went over the process of say, thank you. I'm glad you called. I can show it to you. It's available. And then she said, great. We set an appointment to show the house. When I got there, excited to show her my own listing, beautiful home. Home is vacant, was really new in the market. There was agents coming in and out of the house. And I waited because you are polite, right? You wait for your turn. I waited outside the client as we bonding. I'm asking her some great questions and getting connection and rapport with her. And then everybody started leaving. And then I waited and then we stopped walking to the house. One of the agents stopped, looked at me and said, oh, you Vanda Martin. I said, yes, I am. Thank you so much. What's your name? Nice to meet you. And I introduced myself and I smiled and I talked to him nicely. And he said, can I wait a second? I wanted to talk to you. I said, sure. So I went in, showed the house to the client, had a great conversation with her. And we set another time to go over what she needs and wants and do a formal buyer presentation. And, so I can build the trust, build the value, build the rapport, build the connection, and show my value so I can get that buyer's agreement and represent her in this house or any other house. So as we said goodbye, the other agent is waiting and she leaves. And now I'm going to talk to the agent. He comes to me and said, hey, you know what? My client is interested in the house. We're probably going to write an offer. I said, great, write the offer. It's vacant, available. They want to get it sold. They are ready to go. Do your best. And then he goes, thank you. And then he looked at me and said, it's so interesting because I heard of you. You sell a lot of homes, Vanda. You have a great reputation. You sell a lot of homes. But you know what? I thought you were going to be this big bad, this woman like a little arrogant, maybe fool herself because you sell so many homes. You were like top agent in the county. I thought you have an attitude to be this big bear. And I look at him. I said, no, I'm not the big bear, but I'm a little bear. He goes, no, you're so nice. I appreciate that. I had a whole wrong impression about you just because we always imagine someone doing so well, doing so successful would be a little arrogant or maybe, stuck up, whatever. I said, no, we are in the same boat here, my friend. We are here to work together and help people to get what they want, right? And we said goodbyes. So then I went to my office. When I got to my office, I was talking to one of my assistants who actually at one point in time went out to try to sell homes on her own. And she didn't do really well. She didn't like so much. And then I invited her back to work with me because it's okay. Sometimes the people see what you're doing and they appreciate what you're doing. They see also the amount of money you're earning and they feel like they can do it as well. And they maybe think it's easier. And they go and try the best. And sometimes it's not what they thought it was. Or maybe they don't like it. So anyways, that happened to one of my assistants. She went away to try to sell. She tried her own for a couple of years, 3 years. Then later, I got a phone call that someone was asking for reference for her because she was going back into the assistant world to help someone that, actually was another company. And then I called the daughter who was still working for me. And I said, your mom is looking for a job again? She goes, yeah. So tell her to call me. So I rehired her. So I was talking to her in the office. I said, this just happened. The agent saw I was a big bear, like I was a little mean or maybe arrogant. You know what she said? Vanda, you'll be surprised how many people don't understand how, positive you are, inspiring, uplift you are. She said, when I left here and I went out of the world to try sell real estate, I went to this company. I tried to work in this company. When they heard that I was your assistant at one point, a lot of the agents surrounded me and said, come on, tell me. She's a viper, right? She gotta be a viper. And someone said, oh, she gotta be a bitch, right? I mean, someone who sells that many homes, she gotta be mean or arrogant or bitch or, jerk. She goes, no, the opposite. Vanda's leadership was about the inspiration. It's all about constructive accountability. She made us laugh. Yeah, she demanded the work, but nothing that was above the normal. And she was there with us. She inspired us, she engaged us, she trained us, she coached us. And my sister was telling me this, everyone. She said, no, Vanda, was fun. It was fun working for her. She had a dance when she sold the home. She was not a viper at all. She was not arrogant. It was all about, positive environment. I said, really? They surrounded you? She, Kathy, yeah, yes, they surrounded me. So why I'm telling you guys this story? I'm telling you this story because I want you to understand that not everyone is going to like you or love you or approve you. When you build your business, when you have breakthroughs, when you break records and you start succeeding, you're going to have haters. You're going to have people that are not going to like you. You're going to have people that's going to try to take you down and badmouth you. So you gotta be strong because, my darlings, it doesn't matter how amazing you are. Some people are gonna be jealous of you. Some people are gonna be upset with your success. So don't let anyone energy take your power away. Don't let anyone, because at the same time this was happening, you had some people jealous of you, some people upset with you or resentful or creating stories. I also had a great moment when I went to the title company here in the West Coast. We did it with title and escrow. I know all of you guys in the East Coast, you have attorneys, so you don't have title and escrow company. But here we go to the escrow company to sign papers with the clients many times. Sometimes I went, sometimes my assistant went. And my escrow lady that I gave her most of my business was wonderful, and she built my reputation with my clients, and she built the environment for me. She raised the energy with the clients. She told me once, she said, Vanda, I don't know if you know that, but not only the clients like you because you provided with service and you always there, your communication is on point, and they feel heard, validated, important, and your service is awesome, but the agents like to work with you. I said, thank you. Thank you for saying this because it's important. She said, the agents like to work with you. I said, you know why? Because I treat them nicely. I respect them because I know some days I have the listings, some days they have the listings. I heard a great advice from my broker, Jerry Abbott, my first broker. He said, remember, clients can come and go, but the agents that stay here, treat them nicely, treat them the way you want to be treated. So I always respected it. And also with my own training, I made sure I did a lot of the work for the other agents because I came from a position that if I do the work, if I do the job, I know it gets done. I'm not expecting anyone to do it for me because if they don't do the work, and I know most agents, unfortunately, 98% of agents never had training, never had coaching, never learned how to sell, don't understand business. If I do the work for them in many ways, call their own lender, help them with the process, it makes my job easier because I have actual orientation, and this way I avoid the stress in the future. So they like to work with me because they knew not only they were well treated with respect, but also we did a lot of the work. So again, my point is you are your reputation. You are the energy. Be the energy that you want to receive, and don't let anyone take away your power, diminish your light, because you decide how you react, you decide how your emotion, and you decide how you respond to everything. Become that person that is calm, composed, strong, and also prepared, knowledgeable, insightful, and wise enough to know what to do and what not to do. So I hope this was valuable. Share this with someone who's wondering and feeling bad about haters and naysayers and people. Share this. And never forget, you don't need validation, you don't need approval, you don't need love and like by anyone. Respect yourself, love yourself, and then just do your magic. Share your light, share your wisdom, be the best you can be, and your business will never, never go down. Because when you keep taking action, build some momentum, sharing the energy, it comes back to you multiplied. The universe is a mirror. So thank you again for being here with me on my journey, improving, learning, getting better. Subscribe for my channel if you have done so, because that's how we grow, and I have the opportunity to help more people, to inspire more agents, and make a difference in a beautiful industry of real estate. So love you guys. Stay strong. This is your friend Coach V saying ciao, goodbye for now.